shot, and with a cat that's staring at us. Sorry,
Just over there.
he can't show you.
Person is looking again. Do you guys know what you're talking about? He's got some expression on his face. It's really funny.
The answer is probably no, but anyway.
Exactly, just to pick it up as we go along. That's an interesting reading. So David is obviously
This is 1 Samuel chapter 20, verses
Yes.
1 to 17.
and he's obviously upset Saul, isn't he? He's now got it in for him.
Yeah.
There's a bit, I don't know which bit specifically, but I just read back, I think it was Saturday's reading, which we didn't have. And there's this wonderful moment where David's doing it very well after having defeated Goliath. And he's been winning a lot of battles, everything's going well. They go through some towns. Oh, we love you, you've been killing thousands of people. David, we love you, you've been killing tens of thousands of people. And Saul goes, hang on a moment, did you just say I killed thousands and he killed tens of thousands? I just love that.
And he started to think, maybe I need to put this man down.
Yeah. I just love that moment. Everyone's like happy. It's like, yeah, thousands, tens of thousands will love him.
And it is this sort of this jealousy that begins to grip hold of Saul, and he thinks, yeah, I want to get David out of the way.
Right. And there's another bit, I think, later on in that passage where David's playing the lyre.
Yeah.
And Saul's all upset, and he throws a spear at him twice.
Yeah.
And misses him. It's like, oh, this guy's kind of angry with you, but you're now playing the lyre, and then he throws a spear at you.
Well, he was called to play the lyre to Saul, because Saul suffered from depression.
Right.
So no doubt this was sort of what happened to other musicians maybe who played for him.
Right.
There's yes, it's all quite complicated, this whole area, with David playing the lyre and David defeating Goliath, and David being the musician and David being the warrior.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's sort of
And he's made a commander, isn't he?
Made a chief commander.
Based on his strategy with Goliath.
And Jonathan here is Saul's son, who would have been the heir to the throne. And it's really this really deep friendship that developed between Jonathan and David. And basically this chapter is, this passage is David telling Jonathan, Saul wants to kill me, and Jonathan saying, no, if he wants to kill you, he'd have let me know. And David said, no, he won't let you know because he knows you care for me. So they come up with this plan as to find out whether it really is true that Saul wants to kill us.
So then what was the result? Did we
We haven't got to the result.
That's right.
We've got to wait for that.
But Saul's an interesting person, because I was very struck when I read on Friday the great bit of the David and Goliath story. And this little unknown David kid appears, and everyone's like, what? Why on earth would we send you out? And I was thinking, Saul plays a very important role, because he listens to David say, look, I've killed lions and bears, and let me, give me a go. And I thought Saul was wise enough, because Saul could have said, look, come on, don't be a silly boy, just go back to your sheep and leave us alone. This is a sort of man's job. But he didn't. He listened. He goes, you know what? Maybe you've got a point. I'm going to let you give it a go.
There's a lot that's good in Saul, but also a lot that goes very, very wrong.
Very troubled guy.
Yeah. And then our second reading is from Acts chapter 2, when I find it. Acts chapter 1, verse 15. Yeah.
So I didn't know this. I mean, another one of these amazing bits of the Bible just pops up. So obviously it makes sense, doesn't it? They're replacing Judas,
right? With another apostle. Interesting, the marks of what need to be a mark for the apostle. One of these must become a witness with us to his resurrection. That's the main thing. That they're a witness to the resurrection. But equally, they've said one of the men who've accompanied us throughout the time that Jesus went in and out among us, beginning from the baptism until the day that he was taken from us.
Right.
So a witness of the cross of his life, of his ministry, of his crucifixion, and particularly his resurrection.
It's very interesting.
And the other thing I like is the choosing of Matthias by lots. There are these two people. There's who is it? Barsabbas and Matthias, and sometimes, you've got two candidates and they're both as good, and then it becomes really invidious if you're sort of having 12 and you're voting, And are you just voting for your friend or whatever? And so if you believe in God, you just pray, God, we're not opting out of this, but we've chosen the criteria, now it's up to you.
And let lots do it.
And let fate, let you decide.
Yeah, that's very true. Rather than let everyone into these sort of human
beauty context.
Exactly. Yeah. Perhaps a certain political party at the moment who's also doing
it
choose by lots.
Exactly. That could be quite interesting.
Thoughts.
Yeah. Oh,
great.
Right. Well, on that bombshell.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Have a fun whatever it is Tuesday.
So.
Great. Bye. Great.